Welcome, Camp and the Judy Reno are here. I see Mary's going to make brownies January 20th. Make sure you set your scrotifications on. My scrotifications will be on, just like Donkey Kong. Oh, now we got to do Kane. Why, hello there, Pig and Runt. Guess what's happening right now? We're waiting for the Judy Reno to deliver his part, so that I could deliver my part. We're all about delivering parts. Front and center, code C. That's right. Let's see if Nightbot works. That's right, Three Kings roll out. Nightbot must be slow today. The Mary bot, exactly. Moist. It is so great to see Jimmy here, Pig and Runt here, and Camp here. Very, very great to see them here. It's not raining, so I must get them done. Yes, definitely do the dishes if it's not raining outside. Because once it starts raining, you can't do dishes. Moist. Hello there, how are you? Great, thank you. We still have two eggs left for today. We have 0 available eggs for tomorrow. Therefore, tomorrow I will not be streaming because I will just have cream of wheat, and that does not require a video. moist. I thought I worked today, but I don't. So I won't have the opportunity to go to Fail Mart and get some eggs today. But tomorrow after work, I will already be in that area, so I'll be able to go there tomorrow. Look at me, I'm beating my eggs off. I'm beating off. I'm beating off. Oh, yes. I'm beating off. Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes. I'm beating off. In the kitchen. Oh, God, yes. Oh, oh. Moist. Hadron's Collider. Cod Swallow. Charlatan. Flowers for Algernon. A crossroads. A walk to remember. In the return of the K. Call of the Wild. Say cheese and die. Book number 4. Yeah, that one didn't cook all the way yet. Oh well. Say cheese and die. Book again. Book number 44. Cloaca Lata Labuta. I got sugar on the wall, and it's not so bad. Because even if my house falls down, I wouldn't have a clue. Even if my house falls down, I wouldn't have a clue. I'm almost out of syrup. I'm scared. I have one more serving left. Cape Cod. Cod swallop. Cod swallop. Gene Roddenberry. And he has a tombstone loud. Bong. Off, 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 off. And he has a tombstone loud. Bong. My tears don't cold, I'm wondering why Mary took off her pants in the sunlight. Even if her house falls down, there's still another light. And he has a tombstone left. Bong. My house is gonna fall down, and I will not have a clue. Now we're gonna do Kane. Levidimus latorsi. D'Lo Brown. Tastes like baby chickens. KFC really should have a breakfast menu featuring eggs. EX Kalka. Tanya. What else can we help you? Moist. That's right. There we go, teachers checking in on us. Moist. Have a good day, Tanya. I'll continue hitting myself with Lysol wipes. Buttress. Okay, just a few pots and pans and dishes, but I'm going to let them soak. My mom's going to let them soak in her muff cabbage. About once a year, I let the dishes stay in the sink for a week. I don't do that very often because I hate leaving dishes in the sink. Even if my house falls down, I wouldn't have a clue. That part of the song reminds me of Mandy Young. Remember Mandy? She's such an she's such an airhead. She would not realize her house is falling down if there was a tornado. Definitely would be one of those girls who just wouldn't have a clue. Natalie, and Bruglia torn. I'm eating eggs and pancakes. They were the eggs I was going to use yesterday, but then we were talking about tuna casserole, and I made tuna casserole instead. I'm eating eggs and pancakes. And now I have 0 eggs available for tomorrow, and I have like not even a full serving of syrup from pancakes tomorrow. So tomorrow I will have to have cream of wheat and not go live. I don't even know what M2M is. I know there's a YouTube chatter called M2M, but I don't think he has ever been to this channel before. Yes, Mary. Did you also pull Mary and steal from? I don't even go to church. If I went inside a church, the whole building would be on fire. It would just set itself on fire because I'm present. I will not go to any church. LOL. Just like flowers. When I walk by flowers, they wilt. Wilt Chamberlain. Yeah, religion is stupid. I don't believe in that shit. If you wear a mask, you're so ugly you can't be seen on camera. Not gonna lie, that would be funny. It would make a great StreamYard episode, that's for sure. And then Duty Rito could get in on that too because he likes chicken wings. We could have like a StreamYard of chicken wing eating. The Burger King days. Can't believe can't believe my second run at Burger King was 10 years ago. And my third run at Burger King was 5 years ago. The third run was not expected at all. If you remember what happened, remember Justin trying to convince HR to bring me back, but they wouldn't until HR got replaced. And then when HR was replaced, then I guess they had no information about me and they brought me back. LOL. I remember the day that I walked out of Walmart was the day Justin sent me a text about working with him at McDonald's. And McDonald's is one place I do not ever want to work at, ever. I said when I was younger, I told myself I would never work at McDonald's or Walmart. And I already broke one of those promises. I really don't want to break the other one. Moist. I'm surprised I don't work today. I thought I did, but I looked at my schedule this morning. I don't. Not complaining because I can get stuff done today. Like my mom. My mom's so cold, I'm wondering why. Play with her big fat, nasty, ugly pie. Even if her house, blah, 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 blouse. I'll be good if you jump on all of our beds. Reminds me that potatoes are nice. Potatoes are nice. For fuck's sake, Mom, I told my mom to get the big potatoes. She got the small ones again. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna have to cut up 10 of them now. God damn. Told her to get the big potatoes. Mom's home. Mom's home. Mom's home. Woof, woof. Mom's home. Woof, woof. Mom's home. Mom's home. Mom's home. Woof, woof. Mom's home. Mom's home. Mom's home. Woof, woof. My butt smells like ass. Even if my house was down, I wouldn't have a clue. Boing. Don't go chasing sphincter falls. It's not so bad. Not so bad. Blah 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 blah. Heavy cream. Heavy cream. Creamsicle. Orange creamsicle. Welcome in, managing Mod Pig and Runt. Moist. Fat. 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 Where is Mary? I want to time her out for 10 seconds. Mary is nice. I bet she's over at Yogi's stream. Moist. I ate frosted flakes off of Wheat's mom's boobs. Shaw. Even if my house was, I wouldn't have a clue. That's right. That's right. Let's get out the speakerphone. That's right. Let's get out the speakerphone. That's right. Please do go see if Big Butt is over there. I'm going over to you know where's to see if Big Butt is there. Hey, that rhymes. I'm going over to you know where to see if Big Butt is there. That's like Dr. Seuss level. Let's go to you know where to see if a Big Butt is there. I'm going over to you know where to see if Big Butt is there. Panty probing. She's there. Big Butt is in Las Vegas. Vegas, Las Vegas. Big Butt is in Las Vegas. 102 days until her birthday, by the way. Jimmy. Oh. Mm. We'll see if that hussy. Hussy. I like that word, hussy. Oh my god, that word is so underused. Hussy. Hussy. Oh my god, hussy. That's too funny. We will see if that hussy listens. Hussy. Mm. The word of the day, hussy. That Brazilian hussy? Oh, I know what I need to add to Nightbot now. Hussy. Oh god, that was funny. Mm. A girl or woman who behaves in a disrespectful or inappropriate way, or who has many casual sexual relationships. That brazen Brazilian little hussy. How long have I been muted? I've been muted for a while, I think. No, I've only been muted for since I blew my nose. Okay, I haven't been muted for that long. Oh man, that was funny. Who can say where that hussy goes in the meantime? Hussy. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day. Hussy. I think Jimmy said that like a year and a half ago, and then it just disappeared for a while, and now it's back. The hussy is back. Oh, that was too forced, so it wasn't funny. That was less forced. That was slightly funny. Moist. I went to Las Vegas and said, Mary, get your cabinet to Wheats. Predictive text put cabinet instead of caboose. Caboose. Caboose is going to be one of those words 100 years from now that will not exist, because the cabooses aren't made anymore. They haven't been for a while. They aren't even used, but you see them in towns once in a while. As like, what do you call those places? There's a caboose in my town that just is sometimes turns itself into a barber shop. I haven't been over there in a while. I want to go see if that caboose is still there. Caboose. 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 Kabuto. Kabutops. Caboose. And if there's more than one caboose, would it be caboose? Or cabooses? I want to say it would be caboose if there's more than one. Caboose. Caboose laudable. Mary is nice. Mary is a raging canary. Mary needs to clean her room. It is a giant mess. Jezebel, that's a great word too. Jezebel. But I think hussy is funnier. Hussy has that crisp to it. Hussy has a little bit of zing to it. The word cunt is also great. Now that has like a knife's edge to it. Cunt is nice and blunt. But hussy is a great alternative. Hussy. Hussy. I like the word hussy. It's short for Hustler Magazine. Larry Flint. Oh. Boobs. Wheat. One, two, kick out. Oh. I wonder if they're going to call me in today. They probably will, but my phone's on airplane mode. My phone will remain on airplane mode too. Mary is a delicate flower, Randy man. Oink oink. Moist. Mary is a hussy. Let's look at what Nightbot says for hussy. Hussy, a girl or a woman who believes in a disrespectful or inappropriate way, or who has many casual sexual relationships. That brazen Brazilian little hussy. Had Jezebel. Jezebel. Her name is Jezebel Jezina. Jezebel Jezina. Jezebel of Jezebel. Hussy. Hussy. I should call my supervisor tomorrow a hussy. We'll see how that works out for me. Hussy. 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 Harlot. Harlot. Yes, harlot is a good one too. Harlot. I had 2 eggs and 1 pancake. Tomorrow I will not go live because I will not have any pancakes or eggs to make. But my lives could return Wednesday morning. Only on Wheat TV. On Wheat television programming. Wheat TV. Shaw TV. Shaw TV. No, I don't like that because that could imply that I'm Indian. Wheat TV is fine. Wheat tube. Wheat's boob tube. The boob tube. Here in the UK, we say slag. I don't blame you. Slag is a good one. Moist. Women here in America take the word cunt more offensively than people in Australia or the UK. I think cunt is like an average word in the UK or Australia. It doesn't mean quite the same thing as Americans make it out to be. But it does have a strong knife edge sound to it. Cunt. For example, I will not date somebody who refuses to be called cunt. If I call her a cunt, it's going to be out of gesture, and if she gets offended by that, she knows where the door is. Don't let it hit her on the butt on the way out. Yes, we use cunt a lot. Scallywag's not really funny. It is a different word, sure, but it's not really a hussy type word or a cunt kind of word. Hewer, that's like the sewer. Mary was born in the sewer next to Hewer. Hewlett Packard. Hewlett Packard. I could tell Mary is lurking. I can just tell. You want to know how I could tell Mary is lurking? Easy. It says in my corner that Lady Sky is lurking. Did you know there's a way there is an app you can attach to your YouTube channel that lets you see who's watching, and Mary is definitely one of them. I can see her in that little tab on that side. Trollop. Well, we know who the trollop is from Canada. She has less teeth than I do. And she looks like the Crypt Keeper. The Crypt Keeper. So, the Crypt Keeper, absolute. Mary. Oh, you know who it is, Death Row. Oh, maybe you weren't there for it when she started a war against me. We will rhyme the name and we'll see if you get it. Scaby Flenham. We will rhyme that. We'll play the rhyme game. Scaby Flenham. Scaby Flenham. She's got scabies. She's got scabies in her brain. She could have left me alone all those months ago, but no, she had to come in a chat and tell me, out of all people, to stop spamming. That's the kettle calling the pot black. That's for sure. Jazina. Scaby venom. Oh, I accidentally said the last name out loud. So that you automatically should know who I'm talking about. Denim. Shady denim. Shady farts. Shady farts a lot in her denim that she gets at fourth hand stores with holes in the kneecaps. Oh. Moist. Phlegma. Phlegmatic. Schmagma. Schmagma. Urethra. Urethra's castle. Urethra Franklin. What do you call a wreath with $100 bills in it? Aretha Franklin. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Moist. We now know who just left to go report their findings back to the Caesar and the mothership. Mary is nice. Pachysandra bush. Pachysandra Pittman bush. Okay, that was dirty and disrespectful to somebody named Cassandra. Cards on Consignment is here. I'm thinking about selling my Aerial Radiance PCETB, but find out what it means to me. PCETB, find out what it means to me. PCETB, find out what it means to me. But it may be a bad idea because it's old. But I want more boxes. Do what you want. Do what you gotta do. I have to sell more of my collection. One of my first edition Charizards is being sold next week. That card's gone next week. I am bummed out by that. I'm also going to be selling off my 2 cases of my Obsidian Flames case and my Darkness Ablaze case. Well, I was gonna sell it on online for $3,500, but I decided since he's gonna give me cash in person, I'm gonna sell it to him for $2,500. That'll get my February's rent paid. Cash is king. Oh, hello, Sharbach is here. I don't remember the last time I've seen you in chat. Sharbach! Sharmak. Yes, it's a first edition Shadowless base set. Sharmak. So I have some peace in mind for rent for February. I don't have to panic about rent for February. Now, if I can get my booster boxes sold, I will be good for the rest of until at least June. Yes, thank you for saying hello to me. Rent does suck. I probably shouldn't be renting a 3-bedroom duplex by myself. That's where I'm. That's what. That's what I shouldn't be doing. Especially when the utilities aren't even included. I definitely need roommates, but I can stand. But I have gotten so. I don't know what the word is. I lack tolerance for people these days in person. Like, oh, it's almost like I need old people to live with, like old, quiet people that just like sit in their rocking chairs and just sew and then pay rent and just make tea in the evenings. And then they just retire for the night at 10 p.m. Or traveling nurses. Traveling nurses would be great for this place because they wouldn't be here much and they'd be on the road all the time. They would just need this place to crash because they're always busy. Traveling nurses would be great for this place. My tolerance for people is near zero. Not completely zero, but it's definitely almost there. Moist. My last roommate, oh my god, that guy was stupid. That guy was stupid. I don't know anybody who needs to be in the kitchen every single hour at night from like 10 to 6 every single hour. And the way he makes his tea is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. He grabs a cup, right? And he puts ice cubes in the cup, and then he melts the ice cubes in the microwave and slams the microwave as loud as he can. Opens the microwave, puts another ice cube in there, slams the microwave, heats it up again, opens the microwave, then puts his tea bag in there, and then he puts another ice cube in there, slams the microwave door again for 30 seconds, and then opens the microwave, puts a couple more ice cubes in there, slams the microwave door again, and he does that. He did that every hour, the same thing every hour, all night long when he lived here. It was so stupid. And it wasn't just he didn't just like shut the microwave, it was just a big old slam every time. It was stupid. And then I decided to write one of my funny stories about him, and I posted it on my wall, and, and he didn't like that too much. But he wasn't getting the message. I tried. It wasn't. I even gave him suggestions to make his tea some other way because who makes tea like that? Nobody does. Nobody makes tea like that. It's almost like he was. I'm glad I didn't give him his deposit back because I just remembered that's the reason why my last microwave died was because he was doing that, and then he replaced that microwave with his microwave, but then he took that microwave when he left when he should have left that microwave to replace mine. Yeah, nobody does that, but that old geezer. It was so stupid. But yes, let me see if I can find that. That I still have that chart. It is in my bin. Buy it now. That's what bin stands for. Buy it now. No, that's my art. I have a basket full of hilarious stories. And it should be in that basket. Basket full of stories, where are you? If I were a basket full of stories, where would I be? Oh, right there. Regal-I. Oh, yes, my hat. I have a chicken butt one somewhere, too. The chicken butt is pretty... Oh, yeah, my chicken butt one is over here. My turkey butt, I mean. My turkey butt. I have a turkey butt hat, too. Turkey butt. I have a turkey butt. My head is up a turkey's butt. I did say butt. We were not moaning, we were crying. That's a story I could read. The final act of desperation. Ooh, that's about my last roommate, too. Or my former roommate. Safety. There's my chili bowl story. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is. Here it is. How to make tea at all hours of the day. You've got your time frames. You've got your 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and he's got an initial to make sure he lets me know he's done. How to make tea at all hours of the day. It is imperative to not care about others in the house who need to work for a living and time it just right when they do start to fall asleep that you wake them up every chance you get and then silently laugh to yourself about it when you think you hear them getting absolutely upset because their day is going to be shitty from lack of sleep because they have to work and you do not. After all, his 90-year-old mom was paying his rent and he was 65, by the way. In the areas provided below, you can keep track of your tea time for the moments you leave your cup in the microwave and you get off your schedule due to your own negligence. Negligence. Name of troublemaker, manager approval even, signature of victim who is constantly awakened by this shit for filing purposes. Date. That's right, this is for filing purpose. This is an activity worksheet. Step, oh, here's the steps. There are 6.5 steps. Let's start reading the steps. Yeah, his mom probably still pays his rent too, because after I kicked him out of here, he went to another place in Salem and his mom was paying his rent there too. And then last month somebody told him that I have rooms that need to be rent and he emailed me and I was like, no, I'm not sure if I want you back here. LOL. Step 1. Fill cup with water. Open the microwave and place cup in center of microwave, and then slam the door loudly and heat for 30 seconds. In each step, make sure to open the door after it beeps loudly 6 times, instead of opening it sooner, allowing it to be quieter. Get tray of ice cubes out of the freezer because the water in the cup needs some. Go ahead and just let the freezer door loudly slam instead of making sure it gets closed without the slamming noise. Step 2. Open microwave to check the temperature of the water and slam the door again. Step 3. Get your big cup that you have been using since the 1980s and open the freezer door yet again and slam it real hard. Put a tray of ice cubes into the big cup and then open the freezer door again and place the last 3 cubes remaining into the freezer and let it slam real loud again. And now check the cup in the microwave and gently add 1 or 2 tea bags into the water and then slam the microwave again. Step 4. Open the microwave and check the tea. Open the freezer to retrieve the last 3 ice cubes from the first tray and slam the freezer door again and then place ice cubes into tea and slam the microwave. and then play musical beeping of the numbers until you can get it to microwave for 30 seconds, and then refill tray, and then walk 5 steps over to the freezer, open said freezer, place the tray inside, and let it slam again. I forgot that he would stand there and just play musical beeps with the numbers on the microwave, too. Boy, what a fruitcake. Step 5. Open the microwave to check the temperature. The tea is too hot and too cold. So let's open and slam the freezer for the ice cubes, and then open and slam it again to put the tray of leftover cubes back. Step 6. Open the microwave, and it's time to stop playing with the cute little buttons to get yourself to 30 seconds. And the tea-coated, unkempt mess all over the inside of the microwave. To finally have 3 sips followed by 3 loud exhales. Ah, ah. Oh yeah, because he would stand there and sip it like 3 times, and you'd go. You slam the microwave door. Hold on. You slam the microwave door closed, and you drip the fucking tea on the floor all the way back to your room. You call an icebox. Oh yeah, because he kept complaining that his room was cold. But you call an icebox without thinking of cleaning it up. It is important to fill up your 1980s cup if that is what you're doing instead. Secret step 6.5. I want to think there were more steps actually. No, maybe this was the last one. Secret step 6.5. Probably. Secret step 6.5. You forget about your cup in the microwave because you finally decided your sleepy slumber is a little more important than trying to be obnoxious in the kitchen. And when you realize you allowed some sort of peace in the house, you get mad at yourself because you are afraid others have taken advantage of the quietness when actually he's using that time to make shit like this. That's right. I use that time to make shit like this. Individually, we are one tea bag. Together, you are the tea bag, and I am the victim. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh my god, this is a true story too about how I needed to go use the restroom without being noticed by him. Let's read this story. This is called The Final Act of Desperation. As the sun rises for the day, the morning noises and the sound effects emanating from the kitchen, I rise from my coffin, needing to release some moisture into the porcelain throne. I carefully open the door just a crack, and just enough to see where that chatty Johnny might be lurking so I can avoid being talked to, because I don't want to be talked to every goddamn time I leave my fucking room just to squeeze the lemon. I retreat from the door for a few minutes as my needing to make juice in the porcelain blender increases and my annoyance level of being noticed skyrockets. The level of fear is strong within this one right now as I ponder the variables. I look out my window to the east, and I see a parking lot full of cars waiting for me to pee out my window and expose myself. I decide that peeing out of my window is not an option, so I gander out of my south window where there's a sidewalk and roadway in front of my house as I debate climbing out this window, risking everything, including being lacerated by the rose bushes outside, just to release my fire hydrant. It dawns on me that I am not 12 anymore, so climbing out my windows would consume a substantial amount of time. And since I am not running away from daddy anymore, I just can't risk breaking a hip at this point in my life. I meet up with myself at my desk. I meet up with myself at my desk, and then I go back to the corner of my closet, all the way over there, and back over there, and part hallway slash bedroom door area to slyly dart to my bathroom. I hear the microwave door slam, so I think he is out of view. I slowly open my door as quietly as possible to avoid potential squeakage of said door, and I use the tactic stop, look, and listen while remaining calm, cool, and collect, and I make haste, but light footed, so I am not heard, to the bathroom, and I see his face above the fridge looking down at the stove. I have to quickly make my right turn into the bathroom, before that old giant Q-tip looks up and sees me. I dart into the bathroom, quickly close the door, but stop the door right before it makes a sound. I am figuring out how to latch it without any sound, but I know there will be a slight sound, and that's just going to have to be an it is what it is kind of moment, because I successfully made it without being talked to. I lift up the toilet seat lids and I look at the bowl below and I look at the bowl because I know it has to be a quiet pee. I look at the bathtub and I look out the bathroom window and both I have ruled both out as peeable options because he would hear me peeing in the bathtub and peeing out the window. Carl's Jr. could see me. I cannot risk turning on the bathtub to clean the yellow when I am done, and I cannot risk peeing out the window because getting on my stepladder makes noise, and also this window is on the east side facing the restaurant's parking lot, full of people waiting to see something special. My bathroom sink is out of the question too because I have a pan under the sink since the pipe leaks into that pan, and I just can't have a pan under the sink since the pipe. Hold on. I think I read that twice. And I just can't risk pee going into my pan down there at this time. So, my toilet is my only option. I aim carefully around the water, and I just release myself on the inside bowl porcelain part just before the toilet ocean begins, while remaining incredibly quiet. After taking back my Mountain Dew rental to the porcelain movie store, I lower the lids quietly, and I do not flush until later in the day, when it is expected that I am mobile and alive. I use hand sanitizer twice on my hands because washing them creates too much noise, and that is not an option as I am clearly desperate and trying to get through the scene unscathed for my mental and emotional health. I press my ear up against the door as if I'm trying to find a heartbeat in the stomach of my house, and I am having a hard time hearing because of my goddamn fan in my bathroom. I remain calm, cool, and collected while deciding what measures to take to escape. I finally get the courage to slowly open the door, and as I do, he walks by the area and I freeze very still, as I hope I wasn't just noticed, like a 6 year old almost getting caught climbing onto the counter and stealing candy from a top of the refrigerator at 2 in the morning when they should be asleep. I now know he's in the kitchen somewhere lurking, so after the scary moment passes, I slowly move out of my bathroom and into the hallway of hell. And as I peer around the corner, I see him walking away from the stove, and then I just run lightfootedly to my bedroom and slowly close the door. The victory has been had. I successfully went to the bathroom. As I start to celebrate, I begin to fall into my bed as I begin a coughing episode, so loud that the birds have left the roof. And I start convulsing and quivering in my bed obnoxiously until my cough dies down and I get myself back to normal status so that I can get online and tell my story to the world. All right, my story of woe has been told to the world. Let's give myself a clap. Hello, Simply Sue. Welcome in. Hello, Doug. I had to get through that story. Let me scroll back up and read all the comments. I think I missed a few comments. Take care, Sharbach. Simply Sue is here. Hello, Simply Sue. Ooh, it's almost noon. I need to do my art stream in about 7 minutes. Gotta go do some artwork today on my other channel. Simply Sue, exactly. Long time no see. Yes, Happy New Year, Sue. Oh yes, the growing old part is not fun. Well, thank you for coming in and saying hi. We should do readings at the adult theater. That would be hilarious. Wheat. Press 1 if you want to hear my next story about Burger King. Oh. All right, here it goes. This story is called We Were Not Moaning, We Were Crying. And this is mostly a true story, actually. Once upon a time, in a land where there were no comedians working fast food, there were these two individuals slaving away between the kitchen and the front. One of them was a self promoted shift leader, that was me, and the other one was a glorified breakfast supervisor, which was a defunct position, so they recognized him as a shift supervisor. That is beside the point, though, because this one time, during lunch rush and all throughout the day, these two stepped up to the plate and created laughter and annoyance of obnoxious humor and sound effects throughout the day, which led to laughter and anger as these two individuals couldn't help themselves. Every order was a cry for help. A sound effect that the customer after customer may have heard through the drive through headset, of course, or whenever we observed an open window opportunity. Noises emanating from the kitchen, so no one could see where the sounds were coming from, or in someone's case, being up front and all. Maybe they could see his portion of the effects too, though it's doubtful. Because he got quiet quickly when observed by customers, although the other guy wouldn't shut up in the kitchen. That was me. I never shut up in the kitchen. Thus embarrassing a few people up front, through no fault of his own, of course. Moaning sounds just seemed to commence throughout the day, and suddenly it was announced the district manager was coming to sit in the lobby and observe during the next day's lunch rush. The next day during lunch rush, she was in the lobby, but they didn't really know exactly why she was there. They just assumed it was because she was called about their absolutely obnoxious and warranted behaviors. So, while she was there, they were able to meet up briefly throughout the lunch rush to decide how they were going to play this off. In the end, they decided if they were going to get talked to, that they were going to go with We Were Not Moaning, We Were Crying. We were crying aloud because we weren't getting our breaks and we were hungry. By the time the lunch rush ended and her visit was coming to an end, it was revealed that the person she was waiting for did not show up, and so their obnoxious behavior from the day before just seemed to have went unnoticed, and red alert status went back down to a yellow alert status. The district manager was still on site, and some slight obnoxious behavior then commenced forthwith, but only on a slight level to gauge where she was and what her mood was at that point. After having a near full day of professional behavior that was on point to a successful day of rudimentary burger business in accordance to how fast food team members are supposed to behave, even with the micro meetups of whispering comedy during 30-second conference meetups in the walk-in discussing how they will get out of what happened yesterday if they were summoned to the court for explanations. They learned that they couldn't ever get in trouble. Hello, Mary. There's a moral to the story. Moral of the story: if you know your personality could get you in trouble, be your be yourself anyways. And learn to use the eyes in the back of your head. Everyone has them, but most don't know how to use them. The end. This is a true story based on the events of that day and the day after. Individually, we are one employee. Together, we are employees. This was May 19th. This was written on May 19th, 2023, but I worked at Burger King since 2020. And Burger King had shut down in 2020 at the very end of the year. but I had to write this when I thought of it in 2023. Oh man, that story was hilarious. A lot funnier in person than it is on paper. I'm just now finding that out. Oh. Yeah, every time a customer would place an order, one of us would start making moaning noises like, oh, oh, just to see if the customers would hear us. And it would piss off the people in the drive through, the, the, the people trying to take the orders. Oh my god, it was so funny. And then when they would pull up to the window, every time they opened the door, I would be in the kitchen. Oh, oh my god. It was so obnoxious. Mary is nice. Mary, are you going to the mall later? Mary must be going to the mall later. Mary is a movie. Mary is smooth. Movies. No mall later, we search. Are you going to make brownies later by chance? Did the Jimmy was in here earlier saying you were going to make brownies on the 20th? No mall later, but I'm hoping for brownies later, like on the 20th, for example. Ah, you'll be making brownies later this month. Nice. I am looking forward to your brownie making. Brownies are nice. Are they going to be caramel brownies or just regular brownies? Caramel is so fantastic. So fantastic. Oh god, never put nuts in brownies. Ugh. That's what old people do. Ugh. Nuts do not belong in brownies. Ever. You have to be absolutely nuts to put them in the brownies. Absolutely nuts. Playboy, entertainment for men. I love just regular brownies that I can just sink my gums into. Moist fudge brownies. Mmm. Safeway sells great brownies, but they want $8.99 for a package of 6 brownies. And I just think that is the biggest ripoff in the world. I remember when you could get those things for like $3. They were super cheap back in the early 2000s. I can't imagine paying $9 for 6 brownies. Oof. It makes me sick that they're $9 for a package of brownies. Just so sick. And I almost want to get off my carcass and go there and get a pack of those brownies because they are so good. But I do not want to spend $9 on brownies because that would be irresponsible of me in this stage of my career. Just so irresponsibly of me. Ooh, but I did sell a Charizard for next week, so I can go get the brownies. I can loosen up my purse strings, actually. In memory of my late dad's birthday this month, my late dad didn't like birthday cake, so instead he would make a pan of regular brownies for his birthday every year. Oh, that's nice, Mary. That's nice that you're keeping that tradition alive. That's nice of you. I bet your dad would appreciate that. Oh, my mom talked about that last night. What else? What else? What else can I help you? Can I help you anything else? What can I help you? What can I help you? What else can I help you? What is today? Today's Tuesday. 39 days. Oh man. Valentine's Day has got to be the dumbest holiday on this planet. Just the dumbest holiday. Moist. I think it is. I think that holiday is dumber than Bud, and Bud is fucking stupid. He is dumb as a bucket of rocks, who probably was dropped on his head 20 times when he was younger. Somebody probably grabbed Bud by the feet and used him as a baseball bat. A giant walked by, picked up Bud by his 2 feet, and just swung it at the baseball. And of course, the ball would hit him in the head. And now Bud is finally going to go to prom with his lover CB. These two individuals are in their late 20s, and they're trying to find an available high school that would let them go to see their proms. They're 29 years old, trying to sneak back into high school just to go to prom together. Them sick sluts. And then CB invites Bud back to the hotel room. And CB goes, "You want to see me naked?" And Bud goes, "I sure do." CB goes, "You first." And then Bud goes, "You first." "Oh, yeah, but I said you first." "No, but you need to go first." "Oh, no, but you need to go first." And so that you first conversation goes back and forth for 8 hours. And it is now 6 in the morning. And they still didn't have sex because they're still going, "You first. You first. You take off your clothes 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 first." Oh, no, I'm not talking about Bonnie and those assholes. Yeah, there's a train track about 4 blocks away. Oh, I said train. Ding 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 ding, because of wind. And since I said it twice, I have to do it again. Ding 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 ding, because of wind. Moist. Boy, somebody's very horny outside. About 4 blocks away, if you know what I mean. Mom's home. Woof, woof. Mom's home. Woof, woof. Mom's home. Mom's home. Woof, woof. When you walk down the road, heavy burden. Oh, whoa, whoa. I will rise. I will walk with you. I will walk with you. The sun won't even shine. Oh, hey, look. Balls. Look at my balls. I got nice balls. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite activity worksheets. I have another 4-page story to read. Press 1 if you want to hear the story. Dues. I don't know what that means. Dues. My son's mother has decided to marry herself because she says she was worthy of someone making her wifey, so she married herself. I'm not surprised. She is crazy. She would probably try to find a way to marry herself. Going forward activity worksheet. Times are changing for so many of us in the workplace, and we need to adapt to the changes accordingly. We have adopted some new terms and phrases to help us seem more in tune with our employees and to show them that we sort of care. We will begin we will be moving away from terms like disciplinary or next time or if it happens again, types of phrases that sound quite harmful in today's workplace. Moving forward, we will be seeking out terms like opportunities and going forward, and phrases that make employees think that they are being heard, validated, and trained in the correct ways of respect for the people. There are going there are going to be moments where discipline is necessary, and we will break that down into chats, conversations, and opportunities. We now have a philosophy called teach, coach, opportunity, where we give everyone training, coaching, and an opportunity to improve. Conversations will be taking place in an office where there is a camera and a witness will need to be present for this opportunity to happen. However, if this situation does not warrant a conversation, perhaps a one on one chat will suffice. Chats are smaller conversations that can be had one on one, where there is no real issues involved, but to just let them know that they need to improve, wherever it is that needs improving. Chats are part of the 20-step pre conversation process. Chats can be recorded in case there is a need to skip the 20-step pre conversation process. Chats only need to be recorded 3 times before conversations that need a witness to take place. Teach, coach, opportunity. Now, we're going to read the 20-step process. Ganache, I don't know what ganache is, but that sounds like a funny word. All right. Step 1. First warning. Inform the employee that they are not in trouble. Let them know that what they're doing is wrong. Step 2. Second warning. Reiterate to the employee that they are not in real trouble, but let them know what they did was wrong and needs to stop. Step 3. Third warning. Be repetitive. In a condescending tone, let them know that they are not in trouble and that this is the third time they're being talked at. Echo what they are doing or have done needs to stop. Step 4. Fourth warning. Add a tone to your voice. Act like you are better than them because you are in a leadership role. And recapitulate that this is the fourth time being talked to and that while they are not in trouble, their issues need to stop. Step 5. Fifth warning. Get real with employee. Verbally dialogue with the employee and let them know that while they are not in trouble because of lack of documenting these chats, their issues need to come to a halt for realsies. Step 6. Sixth warning. Sigh and exclaim. Do nothing except sigh and exclaim your irritations with them in an obvious manner to see if their behavior changes based on your behavior. This tactic should make it clear to them that they need to change their ways. Step 7. Seventh warning. Gossip trick. Go talk about the issue amongst your co supervisors and do a lot of pointing in their direction and allow them to accidentally see you pointing at them so they feel uncomfortable and perhaps they will be ready to make a change for themselves. Step 8. Eighth warning. Talk down to employee. Describe to them that they are being talked to for an eighth time. And talk a little down to them and get rid of any of that friendish behavior they think you had going on with them and let them know they need to change. Honestly, that friendish behavior should have ended in step 7 when they saw you pointing and talking about them. Step 9. Ninth warning. Stern talking to. Let them know that their actions are creating a workplace issue that may need to be formally addressed if it continues. If it continues 11 more times. Step 10. 10th warning. Blame yourself. Let them know they are not in trouble. Still. Do not let them know they still have 10 chats to go before it escalates to a conversation because you are failing as a leader to properly document these situations and that you are just letting these messages fly off your brain when you notice things. Step 11. 11th warning. Spread rumors. Start gossiping to their friends that they talk to and with around the store and let them know that that employee sucks and doesn't listen or follow rules. This will get the employee to either step up the game or formally address their concerns with you for once, which will allow you to get saucy with words towards them. Step 12. 12th warning. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Since they have 8 more warnings to go before being able to formally converse with them, just keep it simple and tell them to knock it off. Step 13. 13th warning. Hold your palm out and yell, stop. Just tell them to stop it, and then just stand there and watch them do their work for 30 minutes to make them feel uncomfortable enough to be productive in the correct ways. Step 14. 14th warning. Criticize and coach. First, you criticize them for 10 to 20 minutes, and then you show them what you expect of them so there are no more miscommunications or misunderstandings. And do let them know that this is the 14th chat. Step 15. 15th warning. Stop and stare. You will want to just stop somewhere and stare at their work behaviors. It doesn't matter if they see you or not, but maybe let them. Maybe let them. Stare at them for an hour. They will do right by you, and if they do not, you need to flip out. You need to flip out on them accordingly, but do not point where they quit. But do not to the point to where they quit. Step 16. 16th warning. Trick and trap. We walk up to them in front of their customers and tell them how wrong they are. What they did is wrong and let them know that they are not good employees. The customer may give them sympathy, which may yield a dollar tip. And at that point, you can escalate the situation even further because they took a gratuity. Step 17. 17th warning. Shoulder touch. Approach the employee and gently touch your shoulder and talk to them like a child or a puppy. Do let them know if their issues continue, they will get into traps, and you prefer not to see that happen. Yes, I do. I do want you to get into troubles. Step 18. 18th warning. Stand at the door. Make them go stand at the door for the remainder of their shift and have them do nothing but greet customers. Imply that they are not in trouble and also encourage that they aren't in trouble. But keep in mind, they are in trouble. They are in trouble. Step 19, 19th warning. Send in the next level. Send in the next level of supervision to stand next to you for this step. Tell the employee that their actions do have consequences and that these consequences are now being called opportunities. And that in the future we will have to sit down and work through an opportunity. Step 20, 20th warning. Opportunity to move forward. Let the employee know alongside a witness that this is no longer tolerated. This is now going to be documented going forward, and that further transgressions will become written opportunities. Let them know that you have been a lackadaisical, stupid manager slash supervisor slash team lead for allowing this to get through 20 warnings before realizing you could have done the 3-step process instead, called the teach, coach, and opportunity process. Then we have an area down here that the employee must fill out, and then the store manager, the store coach, and the human resources officer. Individually, we have an opportunity. Together, we can move forward. And then we have a quiz on the back for the employee as well. The employee must fill the quiz out. Actually, this quiz is for managers only, so it would be for me. Managers must take this quiz to continue their role in the company. Salaried managers must get 10% of the questions correct to pass. Hourly managers, like myself, must score 90% or higher to pass this quiz to maintain their leadership roles. Please use additional paper to answer questions if needed. Describe a situation where we are beyond going forward becomes an opportunity or an opportunity moment. What is respect for the people? Number 3, what is the 3-step process and how it is better than the 20-step process? Number 4, is it ever okay to make your employees feel bad about being unproductive? Number 5, who does respect for the people apply to? Number 6, how are your bosses affecting you in the workplace and what are you taking away from their leadership? Number 7, is it ever appropriate for a leader to refer to another leader or subordinate leader as a retard? Behind their backs at work often and then tell them that they need to stop pretending to manage because they aren't really managers. Number 8, create your own quote to live by. Example, individually we are one drop, together we are an ocean. That's one of my favorite activity worksheets. Okay, I'm gonna get offline now. I think everybody got bored by that one. I am going to go now. Moist.